Hey guys, Money Making Mama here, Christy. I am here for a What's Sold video, and this is my very first ever What's Sold video. So don't be too harsh on me, okay? I'm just going to go through everything fairly quickly. I do not enjoy when people take forever to tell a story about every item that they purchased or sold, and I also just want to quickly go through the things because as someone who watches a lot of What's Sold videos, I appreciate a faster pace, and I do like to know just the facts, really simple things. So I am going to start with our very first item that sold, and we're going to go for a month. Now, some sellers go day by day because they have so many sales. Some go by the week, and I'm just not quite there yet. So we're going to go by what sold last month on eBay. So the first thing we have here is this ribbon system. It's some type of cassette ribbon. I have no idea what it's used for. I did only pay $1/4 for it at a garage sale, and it sold for $11.99 with free shipping. The next thing that sold were these set of 6. It was for shampoos and 2 conditioners. This particular brand actually is discontinued, which is why it sold for so much. I did pay $3 each for this. I purchased them at Dirt Cheap. You'll hear the store Dirt Cheap quite a bit in my video today because it is one of the main stores that I source from. I am in South Louisiana. Dirt Cheap is local to this area. They also have a lot in Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida, but it is probably my main store that I source at. So Dirt Cheap, $3 each, sold for $69.99, $5 shipping also. Next we have these LOL dresses. They are really like a thicker material, almost like a costume. These, I purchased 8 of them. So far this past month, I have sold 4. They cost about 80 cents, I believe. They were on discount at Dirt Cheap. So next is also another item from Dirt Cheap. This is a freshly picked diaper bag. I guess it's more of a high-end brand. You can kind of see a little bit of the detail there. It did not have a tag on it when I purchased it. It just had the Dirt Cheap sticker. When I got home and started to investigate further, it did have a tag in the bag. It was just not attached any longer. And it did sell for $59.99, $5 shipping. Oh, and this was purchased for $3.99. Moving on, this is Pick Me Pops. It looks like it is shimmer lip gloss. So I'm not familiar with this brand. I don't have girls. I don't really know a lot about it. So when I looked it up, it just seemed like something that would sell. I did pay $1 each. They sold for $24.99 for the set. Here's something that's kind of new for me. I really have not sold a lot of food items. I do also sell on Amazon, and I do sell food on Amazon pretty frequently. This is something new for me, selling food on eBay, but this particular brand apparently is either discontinued or just hard to find. I did pay, I believe, 30 or 40 cents each, and they sold for $14.99 free shipping. There were 7 of them. Came from Dirt Cheap. Next is this lot of Funko Pop characters. The boxes were not in the best condition. They all had a little something wrong with them. So I kind of just went through my inventory. I lotted them all together, and they sold for $34.99. Now, it did take a while to sell. These sold, it was almost a year in my inventory that's at. Here's a Spirit jersey. Spirit jerseys are those shirts that kind of have baggy sleeves, like it's a t-shirt, but it's long sleeves. The sleeves are a little baggy. There's usually a really big saying across the back of it. They're kind of popular with the younger kids right now. This particular shirt is from Great Wolf Lodge. Dirt Cheap did a liquidation purchase, and they have a ton of Great Wolf Lodge items at Dirt Cheap. I paid $1 for this shirt. I actually bought, I think, about 7 or 8 of them, different themes all around Christmas, but they are all listed, and they've been selling pretty well because it's only been about a month that I've had those up. Next is something that I also found at Dirt Cheap. I got them on 90% off or 95% off, I believe. They were around $2 each. They're individually single dose, I guess, single doses of eye drops, and there's 30 in each box. These did sell really quickly for me. I want to say less than 2 or 3 days, $95. It was an offer someone made, and it just sold. It's really pretty cool. Here's something that people do not like to talk about. Yes, I do sell underwear, and you know what? They have the tags on them, so what's the difference? I don't sell used underwear because that'd be weird, but these actually, they're brand new. So when you go to Dirt Cheap, there's these bins, and a lot of times the bins will have just like socks and underwear and pantyhose and bras and just a lot of things you have to kind of dig through. This particular day they were doing, I believe it was like 6 for $1 or 8 for $1, something really, really affordable. So I went ahead and got all of the underwear that had new with tags. I lotted them in sizes and put them on eBay for sale. So these were $24.99 for this set of 10, and the entire set probably was less than $2. So next is, and I'll zoom in so you can get a better idea. This is vegan, natural cranberry floss. These were actually obtained from a surplus grocery store. I'm going to put a link to the video that we made when we went on this sourcing trip. It was in Bogalusa, Louisiana, and the store actually had mystery boxes. We bought a $3 box of mystery food items, and we did an unboxing on YouTube, so you can watch that. It's pretty cool. The floss sold for $19.40 for a set of 6. Each individual floss was 25 cents. I did sell them in sets of 6, and as you can see, all 4 sets did sell. The interesting fact is they sold all to the same person. So yes, that means someone spent $80 on vegan cranberry floss. Next we have a dress. It is Cat and Jack. That's the Target brand. This was purchased from Dirt Cheap. I paid 80 cents. It sold for $13.99. So these shoes were, I thought they were fun, bright colors, something just kind of funky, you know, to sell. They actually sat in my inventory for like a year. So, well, let's say more than a year. April of 2020 is when I listed these. They just sold this past month, and that's after me having to reduce the price. They sold for $12.99. This Funko Pop was a Target exclusive. So the Funko Pop character came in a box along with a Britney Spears t-shirt. So if you are at all following what's happening with Britney, this is a pretty popular item right now. I purchased, I believe, 6 or 8 of these. I did pay up a little bit. They were $12 each at Dirt Cheap. But as you can tell, this one sold for $69.99, so that was a good $12 investment. I am, trying to strategically sell these slowly, one at a time, as we get closer to Christmas. Next, here's another lot of underwear. I did lot these up into just thongs and by the size small, and it sold for a best offer right under $20. Next is a Jamboree dress. This came from Dirt Cheap. These summer Dirt Cheap items were between 80 cents and $1. It sold for $13.99. So here's a pretty large Funko Pop character. This was purchased from Dirt Cheap. I did pay around $3 for it. It's been in my inventory since July of 2020, so that to me that's a long time. It's a year. I don't like hanging on to stuff that long, but it sold for $22.99. Here are something to definitely be on the lookout for. So these are the Starbucks confetti cups. So when you fill them, they're color changing. When you fill them with liquid, the confetti lights up into different colors. This is what it looks like in the box. You are more likely to find these, I believe, in the summer, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a summer item, so you can kind of see it says color change confetti. There's the Dirt Cheap tag, it says $19.99. I paid $2, and as you can see, I sold 2 of them, and they sold for $29.99 each. Next up, we have these monster boots. They are Cat and Jack brand, which is the Target brand. I own probably 20-something pairs of this boot. It's super cute. They are selling for me at $19.99 each, and they sell pretty regularly. They were $1. Dirt cheap. Next, we have another Scentsy. This one is the Pony. This guy, I have sold 3, and I just sold my last one. They all sold for $29.99, and I did get them in that lot. They were just a little over $1 each. Next, we have this book. This was from the free textbook garage sale. It sold for $30. Next, we have this Scentsy Bull, which you can tell because of the horns. The Scentsy Bull was the most popular of all the characters that I got in that box from Dirt Cheap. There were 8, and they have all sold, and I have sold them in about, let's see, probably 5 weeks or so it took to sell 8 of these, and they sold for $59.99 each. Great profit. Next, this is an item from Dirt Cheap. I'll tell you a little bit about the way Dirt Cheap works. It really doesn't matter where you live. You're going to see items that are not common to your area. This is one of those items. We do not use de-icers for our roofs because of all the snow that sits on them. We don't need that here in South Louisiana, but our Dirt Cheap carries these. So that means they were very difficult to get rid of. They mark these down and down and down all the way to 95%, and then they just put them at $1 on the dollar table to try and get rid of them. And of course, I bought them all. I have sold 6 of them, and I've sold them for $44.99 each, and the investment was $1 a piece. Next, we have another Scentsy. This one is the whale. He's not as popular as the other guys, and I don't know why, because he's stinking cute. I mean, he's got this cute little denim and the little mohawk there. So I have 4 total. I have sold 1, and the one that I did sell was at $29.99. This is a little plush Lego. She was about 60 cents at Dirt Cheap, and she sold for $12.99. Here's another Great Wolf Lodge item. It is a very thin tote bag. It is new with tags, and I believe the tag said $32.99. So I paid $1 for this, and I have sold 1 for $29.99, and I have 4 more available. These are press-on nails, Halloween themed. I paid, I think, $1.30 was the actual amount, $1.30 each. There were 3 of them. They sold for $19.99, free shipping. This was also an item from Dirt Cheap. This is dry shampoo. This particular brand, they were getting rid of a ton of them. So I have sold this one set, which is 9 for $27.99, $5 shipping, and someone got a really good deal because this is a pretty popular brand. This game here is a game that I believe I had, let's see, 5 total. I have sold 2, and I sold them for $22.97. The games were $3 each at Dirt Cheap. Here is a set of bowls. They are a particular brand that seems to be really popular. Richard, Ginori. I don't know how to pronounce it. Dirt Cheap had an entire aisle of this white china, and this is actually something I did a video about the day that I discovered these, so I will link that one. So if you'd like to see what a Dirt Cheap looks like, if you have no idea what I've been talking about, that'd be a great video to watch. You can kind of see what it's all about. They were $3 each, and I sold the set of 5 for $199.99 with shipping, and they shipped FedEx. I think it's a pretty good deal. This was actually a Goodwill purchase. So Goodwill here in my area is, I mean, it's kind of hit or miss, but I can tell you this. When I do find things, they usually tend to be pretty tend to do pretty well. However, I don't find things a lot. And I don't really go that often. It's really not my favorite place to go. My hometown Goodwill. I do like to go to other towns though. This was $4.99. It is a display. Now this is cheap plastic too. This is a display for the wands that you can buy. Harry Potter pretend play plastic wands. It's a display for your wall. $49.99. So here's a pretty interesting item. Remember these cassette tapes? So this is the adapter. You stick the cassette in, and then there's this, it looks like an auxiliary at the end. Maybe you can plug things in and play. I have no idea what you actually use these for now, but I do have an interesting story. This was purchased at Dirt Cheap in a $10 bargain buggy. And if you don't know what a $10 bargain buggy is, you can watch the YouTube video that I made about it and see all the other items that we got for $10. This is the first item that sold out of the $10 bargain buggy. I would say we had so many items that this was probably less than 5 cents each invested. And if you watch the video, you'll see why. It sold for $15. We definitely made our money back on the first purchase. Next, we had these two, it's 2 hair masks. They were, let's see, they were 80 cents each, so $1.60, and they sold for $14.99. And last, I have another set of these china plates that came from Dirt Cheap. And when I keep saying the words Dirt Cheap, you're probably not thinking fine Italian china at a Dirt Cheap. But I will tell you this. These, they were $3 each. This set is a set of 8, so that'd be like 24. They sold for $149.99. And if you notice, I have sold 4 sets. So this is a big time money maker. I would like to tell you that I shared this in a collaboration video. It was hosted by Courtney with Bolo Buddies, and the name of the video was This Is My Bolo. I'm going to link it down, and you can see what everyone else thought was their best bolo. This was mine in that video, and I added that in there just as something that was very unexpected, to find really good china, $3 each, and make the amount of money that I've made off of that. So that was pretty cool. Now, that is the end of what sold for the month for me. I am super excited to be able to do a what sold video. Like I said, I've never done one before, so go easy on me. I am a new to YouTube eBay seller, but I've been selling on eBay for over 10 years, so I do like it. I think anybody can resell. I think that reselling is the oldest game in the book, and it's the easiest way you can make money fast if you don't have a lot of money. And I think it's something that could potentially be a career for a lot of people. So if you think that that is you, and you want to get into reselling, definitely follow my channel, because I would love to share information. And I also do think that reselling is something anyone of any age can do. So no matter if you're young or older, this could be something for you. So till next time, go out there and make that money.